Night Live, what's up? Highlander Orange Thread Day Packs. Woodland NSW chest rigs. Modular spent mag pouches, multicam block. Josh, what's up? Amy, what's going on? How are you? Woodland Nalgene pouches. Woodland tool bags. Multicam black 500 IV pouches. Black 500 IV pouches. For whoever was able to order that thing. More single point slings. 2-point slings. Dean, what's up? Black red thread 12 gauge micro. 308 split fronts. No, we talked about those today. I think we're about to cut black ones, followed by OD, I think. Family driven, what's up? Easy K, what's going on? Johnny Woodsman, what's up? Literally just got notified after the fact. Joseph Frazier, what's up? Chris, what's going on? Isaac Barrett, how are you? Coyote NSW chest rigs out here. Typhon Toxic day packs. Tool bags over here, though I don't know what color those are. I never did find a job order for those. H sets here. NSW rigs. Chuck, what's going on, man? How are you? Good to go, Realty. What's up? Have to sell a kidney if we make Highlander NSWs. You want one? Send me an email. We'll run them. I have black dual tool totes down there. I think all that stuff should be online, I think. Like the video pumping up Evan and dismissing the haters. Yeah. That's real though. That's real. And Evan does good shit, so it's easy to, get with Evan or behind Evan. Tool bags look like Typhon. Gonna get hammered with snow, 16 inches. Shit, man. Hey, what happened with the truck or the car you bought? The car. Ellie Weldon, what's up? What's Highlander look like? That right there. It's a stacked micro in Highlander. It got chilly here tonight. It was warmer this morning, and then tonight it got kind of chilly. Steven Peoples, got a shipping? What'd you order, man? What ship? This is Highlander right here with orange thread. From 10 feet back, you don't even see the orange thread in it. Greg, what's up? Rain finally let up, right on. Just bought a tool roll a couple of days ago. Going to use it for my art supplies. It'll work good for that. Never would have thought to use it for that, except you mentioned it in your video. Yeah, it works well for that. Great Wolf, what's going on, man? How are you? Steven. Got a kit bag right on. Got it able to arrange for pickup Sunday. Very good, man. Very good. We got a box of these tourniquets today. Tried to break it and it would not break. We could not get it to fail. I think we have 100 of these. Well, we ordered these from a military supply company that we buy some stuff from. And they said Cat 7s. They are not Cat 7s though. So we're going to sell them as trainers, I think. Side view of Biden going to the Choppa yesterday. It looked like old school DC comic on the Joker. What a clown. I didn't see it. PRC 152 pouch. Ordered a tool roll up. Right on. Thank you for your order. Any chance we do a white Pride t-shirt? No, I couldn't sell them, man. You guys, like 2 guys would buy them. Cat like 7s. Yeah, check. I really thought we were going to twist them in here and we were going to break them, but we couldn't get them to break. Ordered 6 med kit class tickets festival. Right on, John. In Nashville for training until Friday. Right on. Beauty of a day here in Indiana. Chilled off to fog. Yeah, we had fog. Like this morning. When I was out there at 4:30 this morning, it was not cold and it was not foggy, but by 8 o'clock, holy shit, it was fogged out. 2-point bungee slings, we do. We have a lot of them. What color you want? Maybe we don't. Those are convertibles. I got some coyotes and blacks, and I have, oh, here we go. I've got gray up here. I've got reds. I think there's green out here they just finished tonight. Some fake Cat 7s. There's a ton of fake ones, Steven. A ton of fake ones. And I was concerned that that's what these were. They are not real Cat 7s. They say fucking Cat 7. When we ordered them, it said Cat 7. But we didn't, I thought we were going to, strap them on and just crank on them and get them to break. But they didn't break. Nice there, no rain, mid-70s, mid-60s. So this is another batch of single points. Here's a batch of 2 points. And there's something out here on tables. I think these are Coyote 2 points. No, these will be convertibles. Here's 2 points right here. Iceman, what's up? How are you? 16 inches. Always take the moisture, so it's not complaining. Is it supposed to break? No, the fakes do break though. Respect from Cornwall, UK. A bit of snow hurt no one. Right on, man. Right on. I don't think we have snow coming. The concern here is that we're supposed to be 80 degrees next week, which means all of our trees will flower, and then it'll get cold again, and we will lose it, and we won't have any fruit this year. Again. Kind of good. Yeah, no, it's very good that they didn't break. It's very good that they didn't break. Finally getting a decent amount of eggs from my chickens. Nice. What was the change, Amy? What'd you do different? Ready for spring? Start planting my garden. Yeah, it'll be here before you know it, too. Before you know it, it'll be time. You just cracked my girl up. She said, hold on. Who cranked on the strap on hard enough to pop it? Got it. They're just old enough. Oh, right on. Good. Good, good. We have a lot of eggs right now. Nalgene bottle pouches right there. Pneumonia hits the critters on the farm hard with the weather changing. Lambs and goats always catch it. Huh. This thing is so heavy. Just jumped off Timcast broadcast, wanting to show some appreciation of counterculture content that you've been putting out. Right on, Derek. Right on. I watched a little bit of Tim Pool earlier. So we have plenty of eggs. And then we have this. It's a Strider knife. They sent it to me. I got it today. I didn't even know it was coming. Looks like a quail egg. Yeah, it's about the size of a quail egg. You gotta ask, what footwear do you have? Sounds like a lot of grip. So it's Solomon's, and it's on this floor. It's on this floor. When I walk in other buildings, they don't do this. Someplace on those order shelves, I got 2 in process. I don't know what y'all can manage the massive amounts of orders. Good for you. We've just been doing it a long time. Dean, what do you have on order, man? What are you waiting on? Knife probably sells for 10 grand. No, I don't think they're 10 grand. I don't know how much it is, but they're not. It's not 10. It is so heavy. We're gonna do a SOE, another Strider SOE collab. That'll be copper like that. It'll be black coated. It'll be black oxide, or I don't know what they're gonna coat it with. And then we'll, yeah, it's billet. And then we will laser engrave it, so it'll be copper and black. It'll be combat cocks on the handle here. And then we'll probably put some kind of laser work on the side and maybe the blade. Dean Conrad, EDC low profile Highlander belt. We made those go pretty fast, man. I might be sitting out here. I think we did some of those today. I know I cut a bunch of them yesterday. Is this Dean Conrad? Let's see. Customer rant video. I do, man. You just gotta follow my social medias. Dean Conrad, Bancroft MI, where's that? Missouri? MI? What's MI? Michigan? So I bet that ships tomorrow. Picked up 4 heavy-duty shells from Costco like you have. Close out 200 each, heavy as hell. Are those the black ones? The wire racking that we use all over in here, they've been 120 steady at Sam's. They're down to 100 now for some reason. Yeah, no code on here. Oh, wait, you know, you got a Friday the 13th. Yeah, your shit's not going to ship tomorrow. EC low profile about the swap. Would like either Tiffany blue, pink, or purple. Yeah, this won't ship. You'll probably be a while on this thing. We have normal tool bag lights. It'll be, you know, black or multicam black with the normal Jason logo. Quality products, respect grain to build your business up. Ben, thanks, man. Like I've got, if you want it to ship, you know, send me an email and tell me you'll take one of the other bags. Otherwise, you know, we built. I know a bunch of Raid ones got done today, but these are the free bags, and this is what that order will be waiting on. And we put embroidery on both sides on them this year. Tiffany pink purple bag is for my goal. Yeah, I figured, man. I figured. I think my tool bag is in the pile. Yeah, can't wait for 2 USMC birthday orders. What'd you order, Irish? We have some of the bags. I saw those today. And then these are tool bags. Is that what you were talking? Whoever said you think they're tool bags in here? Let's see. Come on, damn. Little nuisance. Kind of steel do you have in your Strider knives? I don't know, man. The metal kind. I'm not a metal nerd. I don't see the dude that said his. Let's see. Is this the guy? Ryan Topping. Is there a Ryan in here? 2 orders being delivered tomorrow. Oh, nice. Oh, Ryan Topping. There you are, bro. That's you. New Albany. Yeah, that's yours. Any code on that thing? No code. No code on here. So this will ship. Yeah, that'll ship out. Have 2 open orders. Byron Roberts, what you got on order, man? H-1, 2 knife cases. Right on. Thoughts on the pistol brace rule? ATF seems like a backdoor way to register. I think we're naive to think they don't already know. They might not know exactly what, but I'll bet you they have a way. Now we know about the books that are kept at the gun shops, and they can go through and pull those, but they were photocopying them, right? They just go through and they have a program that digitizes that shit. But I would bet that it's even beyond that. And if you think they don't know it when you buy a gun, if you use the debit card or a credit card, those credit card companies, they group up all those gun shops, right? They have a 3-digit code for those stores. They know, number one, you were at a gun shop, and they know if you spent over $500, you bought a gun. So I'll bet they know anyways, man. I'll bet they know, and they definitely know that your phone was at the gun shop. Like, they know all of that shit, man. If they want to build a case, they'll build a case. So leave it on there. Don't leave it on there. Whatever you're going to do, whether you're going to, you know, live on the edge like that or not, take it off. Don't have any photos of that motherfucker, especially past that date. Use it as whatever. But I mean, if you don't register that thing, it's the same penalties as having a machine gun. So do what you will with that, right? If you're going to go down for a fucking stock on a pistol or a brace on a pistol, it's the same as you might as well have a fucking machine gun too. I mean, I expect it'll be shot down. They're just keep throwing shit at the wall. I expect it'll be shot down. Thanks for exposing me to Dangerous History Podcast. Seemed like an interesting guy. I think he is. I think he is. I think that there's a lot of conversations to be had. We just have to find kind of the common interest, and I think we've kind of got there towards the end. He only had an hour. So yeah, I think it'd be interesting. Been watching Huberman's YouTube channel about optimizing sleep. Great actionable tools. Yeah, exactly, man. All Huberman stuff. And a lot of it, you don't have to buy anything to do it. 2 open orders. Good to go, Realty. Right on. What do you got on order, man? What's up with the lion and giraffes? Where's the last place that you stood where there was a giraffe? Much less 7 giraffes. Not only is there giraffes and a lion, coyote, ostrich, baby zebra. I have all kinds of shit upstairs. I like weird shit, man. It's a great conversation piece. We'll have a party here, and a lot of times we'll do it during alumni weekend. So there'll be, 200 guys here for alumni, and then we'll have another 500 to 700 people here on the property. Inevitably, people end up here that don't like me. And it's a trip. They'll be here for a long time, won't speak a word. They'll come in here and they're like, why do you have all these giraffes? I'm like, because it's the first fucking words you said to me while you've been on my property all day and haven't had a fucking conversation with me, and now we're having a conversation about them. As far as I'm concerned, if you paid their debt to society, rights restored, sheriff used to give back the firearms, especially if you don't have a victim, right? What was the crime? Welcome to the jungle. I'd be interested to see what your thoughts are about nonviolent felons not allowed to purchase or possess. Well, a lot of times you can get your rights restored, right? And a lot of times, well, anybody can get their rights restored. It's how much money you're going to donate to whose campaign or pet project. But nonviolent felons can usually get their rights restored. And I don't think you should have to get your rights restored. Nonviolent felon, right? Now, if you were a felon, you might not realize this. You can own high-powered compressed air rifles and pistols. They're killing Cape buffalo with those things. They're killing lions and fucking brown bears, big Kodiaks and stuff with air rifles. You can also have archery stuff. You have a lot of options. Can I custom order an iPad sleeve? Need one for my 13-inch MacBook Air. iPad sleeve. Will your MacBook Air fit in that? I don't know if it will. I will not build new patterns right now. If it will fit in our big iPad Pro with OtterBox case, then yes, we will do it. I think it will. I have an order in to change trays. Yeah, Amanda makes those, buddy. Those will get done. She built a ton of those tonight, too. You can own black powder. No. Now there's a piece of information that can get you in trouble. Whose paper were you under? Federal law says you cannot own. Federal law, because black powder is an explosive propellant. So under federal law, now under federal law too, under state law in Texas, you get your rights restored. Texas doesn't recognize most of the federal statutes on firearm law. So you have the right to defend your house. You have the right to defend your life and property in Texas. There are cases even where dudes were on probation and were able to have a gun at their house. They cannot transport it, right? There are also cases in Texas, I believe there's 7 or 9 of them. I haven't looked in a long time. Years ago, let's say there was 7. There are cases, 7 of them, where dude's on probation or off probation, has an altercation at his home, defends himself justifiably, and kills bad guy. There are instances where the feds stepped in years later after the fact and roll him up. Because Texas says it's okay, the feds say we supersede Texas law. So get an attorney. Don't listen to any fucking thing I'm telling you when it comes to your freedoms. Get a lawyer. How about that shooting at the Mexican restaurant? The news tried to make the robber seem like the victim. We talking about when the man smoked that dude and then shot him? I don't have a problem with it. If you had more of that happening, you would have less of the other. But poor little Boo Boo LaFufu had a air gun, right? Had a BB gun. And his mom's like, his mom doesn't have a problem. Mom's like, I understand why he killed my baby. But did he have to shoot him 2 more times after he was dead? Why? Why? Were you planning on putting him in the living room? Like, we know a dude who was a red cell, like an actual Marcinko Mob 6 dude. And if you listen to Pulling the Thread podcast, Scully and I's podcast, you have to be a member to hear it. It's $1. Our friend Billy was on a treadmill. It's in a room, it's a fucking treadmill, and Billy's going through popping these dudes. And as he goes through, and he comes past this dude, he fucking puts 2 more rounds in him. And they're like, what the fuck are you doing? He goes, I've seen a lot of people killed by dead men. He said, I don't walk past nobody without putting more fucking, because that, even though that dude's dead, dying, gonna be dead, he still might fucking get a round off when I pass him. I always fucking put 2 more in him when we don't ever give a dead guy a chance to kill us. Patrick, what's up, man? Arizona, we don't have permits. We don't have a registration, right on. Yeah, well, in Arizona, those motherfuckers, didn't they just lock a bunch of motherfuckers down during the COVID shit in Arizona? Didn't that happen? Or am I mistaking that? I had planned to move to Arizona. I had planned to live in like Williams or St. James, Arizona, high desert, planned to buy about 60 acres of property, planned to build a 40 by 60 square foot building, put a loft in there. And I did that. I ended up doing that here. Although working 3 days a week because the snowstorm ain't working too well. Been scoping those out. I think I'm gonna have to get one of those tool roll-ups. They're fucking, you better hurry up. They might be gone already. How about the shooting at the Mexican? So what's your thoughts on the shooting at the Mexican restaurant? One of our dudes, Austin, takes little clips from our podcast and just shocking or, controversial things, and he builds them into like shorts. If you get on YouTube, a short went up today, said if we really want to be badass, we'd take all of our homeless people and we would just fucking ship them to Washington or Oregon or California. And he's like, or send them to Djibouti, right? And I said, what do you think would happen to those? He goes, they'd be slave labor. So all these homeless people, right? Non-working homeless people, they think they have it so fucking hard, right? Well, we send them over there, they would literally be slaves. And man, people crawled out of the woodwork to take issue. If you go find that short on YouTube, you can find it on this channel, I'm sure, you will see some fucking great comments. And that's why we put those up there, because people we don't know are going to comment, right? And what that does is they're gonna see every piece of content we put up for the next couple days, but their friends and the people they interact with on social media, or even this, they're gonna see it too. A lot of you guys that I communicate with, especially if I forward you videos and stuff, there's about 20 of you that we just give videos back and forth. We just, hey, check this out, this is worth listening to, hey, this is clickbait, but check this out, You will see in your news feed, in your YouTube feed, videos that I watched because we communicate about other things. So that works. It works to our benefit. Alabama just went no permit. What's going on? Exodus survival. I literally know anyone that actually locked down. Right? Good. Because if everybody said no, they say that if everybody who got a ticket, they say if 1% across the United States, if just 1% disputed the ticket and showed up to court, it would lock the courts down for years. Jeremy, what's up, man? How are you? Exodus survival, how are you? I feel no fucks for the moron that pulled a BB gun and got. Fuck no. That's just it. If more people would smoke fucking bad guys, the bad guys wouldn't be doing that. That's what always happens, man. You don't have those fucking types of crimes happening where people are armed. Still waiting on my card. Gonna get at least 4 tool roll-ups. Yeah, be ungovernable. Exactly that. Actually, it's a Latino cross restaurant, right on. You're missing the important part. I don't give a shit what kind of restaurant it is. Bad guy walked in. I don't care if it's a fucking polka music. What kind of food would polka be? I don't give a shit. Bad guy comes in, kill. The only way that could have been cooler is if fucking 2 patrons would have shot that motherfucker. I got in fights over the mask, refused ever. Good. Pure blood, that's right. That's gonna be a real fucking thing here soon. I know there's a bunch more comments up here. If I missed your comment, just fucking type that thing back out. Hydro pouch, USMC, padded 2-point slings. Ed, are we live? We good still? Padded 2-point slings were actually cut today. The last of them were cut today. The FAFO antics are getting, yeah, the fuck around and find out. I like them. I like them. It's making good talking points. Restaurant owner was vaccinated at the Mexican restaurant where they smoked the bad guy. There's a bunch of 2-point slings right there. Scott, what's up, man? Favorite second to fuck around and find out. We got a shirt, says it. We probably have a few left. We got the Blackbeard shirt this week. Let's pull one out and see what it says on the back. Pull out the small one. Smalls. We make very, very few smalls. I give, when we make shirts, we do shirts once a week. And I get them for my employees. And one of my girls that works here is a small. And then we get 2 other smalls. So for distribution, there are only 2 smalls every week when we do them. This one says, every normal man must be tempted at times to spit on his hands, hoist the black flag, and begin slitting throats. That's this week's shirt. Got shipping on my Blackbeard shirt. Right on, man. Right on. Took fighting pistol attack response. Totally would have done the same. Yeah, Patrick, what's up, bud? We had some guys here today in town from attack response. What's the best place to buy a monster box currently? Clave, I'll put you, send me a message. I'll put you with a couple dudes. There's some private groups that I buy silver out of, and they have monster boxes in there all the time. There's another one if you want to buy some stuff too. Steven's Best Loot. Steven's Best Loot on Instagram. He seems a little harder to do business with because he does all his stuff on lives, and I don't have time to sit on a live to buy stuff. Catching up on my member content today, and your info on Uline containers versus big box stuff was excellent. I think it is, man. I think it is. I think there's a ton of content in there. I go back and actually listen to the private content when my guys put it together. I listen to it just to see if anything was cut or anything happened to it, and it always surprises me the information that's in those, and I'm the one that said it. Did you say have Raid Jason bags made up? Yeah, I saw some today. I don't see names, so my suspicion is that they all went directly in orders and all those orders shipped. because I don't see any of that raid stuff here. And there was probably, I don't know, maybe 24 of them. I don't even see any of the excess Jason bags hanging around. At this point, I think they've all fulfilled and shipped orders. Got my beans today. Was not expecting the volume of beans. It's a fucking pound and 4 ounces. It's a whole bag of beans. And so far, the only person I have seen that has tagged me on any of that shit is Monica Parks. So if nobody else participates, she will get all $500. Yeah, see, every one of these goes in and ships an order tomorrow. BBC statue is what they think of MLK Mandingo. Yeah, what is that a statue of? Is it a dude with his head up his ass, or is it 2 arms holding a giant penis? I mean, what the fuck is that? What the fuck does that statue have to do with Martin Luther King? And worse yet, who said that's a good idea to fucking put that ugly ass thing up there? I got ideas for the Bean video filming this weekend, right on. Blackbeard is definitely my favorite pirate, right on. What is a monster box? A monster box, American Silver Eagles, ASE, or most Silver Eagles come 20 to a tube. And a monster box is a case that has, what's in there, guys? Is it 20 tubes? I think it's 20 tubes of 20 1 ounce silver coins. I could be wrong on that. It could be less tubes. Special operations equipment, and it says that I retracted a message. I don't even know how I fucking commented a message on here. Maybe one of my guys is logged in on the account and typed something out. Waiting on bean order should be with my single point, right on. For anyone considering membership, you get a ton of content. What the fuck is this arrow thing right here? I don't know. There's some weird shit going on with my comments here. 500 coins, got it. It's supposed to be the loving embrace of MLK and his wife, Coretta. Arms that weren't executed very well. Weird. Fucking weird. Amy Lynn, thank you for the super chat. I don't think any of your guys were logged in. Randall, what's up? What's up? What's up? Skynet, what's going on? Michael Jackson typing for you. Good evening, brother. I'll be tagging you in the Bean Days shortly. Get on it. Get on it. Monica made Brunswick stew. I don't even know what that is, but it looked fucking good. I didn't look at that and go, oh, those are beans. I'm not eating that shit. But Brand will be having some beans tomorrow. If I eat all those beans, I'll be in the hospital like Grantham. Why was Grantham in the hospital? BBC statue is what they think of MLK. Pretty easy to change who Martin Luther King was. Yeah, so that's it exactly, right? Like Joe Biden said a bunch of crazy shit today, like, I went to Catholic church every morning at 7 o'clock every day when I was in college, and then I went to the black church. He didn't. It's a lie. It's not true. It's already been debunked. But he went on to say some other shit about Martin Luther King, which was also incorrect. But that's what people are going to hear. How do you change the narrative? How do you change history? You just start saying different shit, and then the dudes who were really there, they're no longer around, because 95% of the population gets all their information from this thing. Speaking of membership, signed up for Thunderdome, $5. Yeah, it's only $5. I think it's worth it. I was hoping Corn Pop was going to be in that speech. A sex bot will show up. Yeah, or it'll just slow down. Or disconnect. You see it disconnect quite a bit. Why would they do that though, right? Why make it difficult and play shenanigans? Why not just disconnect the service or give you a strike? Why throttle it back? I do believe that that is the case. I don't think it's coincidence as much as it happens. But why not just be open about it? See, Jeremy Renner might be losing a leg from his snowplow. I was curious about that. I'd actually looked a couple days ago and saw nothing further about it. Corn pop equals popcorn. I get my information from Telegram and Rumble. Telegram, man, if you follow guys on Telegram, you will get a notification every time they post, unless you turn that shit off. Why are most of MLK pics in black and white when there was color photography? To make you think it was further back in history. Well, that's a good point. That's a good point, Josh. Tell a lie long enough, people will believe it. Yep. Dangerous History podcast. Some of you guys, you might like that. We did a live with him today. That was a good time. I have a friend's going to be doing a medical class in Ohio. It's rather advanced, and I believe there will be a live tissue lab going on. If you don't know what that is, it's probably not for you. If you don't know what a live tissue lab is, you are probably not at the level of qualification to be able to take the class. But if you know what a live tissue lab is, and this sounds like it might be of interest to you, I will get you the information. I don't know that I have links to it and everything. I don't know that it's ready to be put out public just yet. But it'll be a fucking badass time. You're gonna need rifle, pistol, and ammo, and some previous medical training. But you're gonna be working on live tissue, and a lot of that live tissue will be combative and fighting back against you. So if this sounds like you're interested in this, get with me and I'll put you with the guys that are putting it on. Yeah, no, not all blacks like Martin Luther King. No, they didn't. That's for sure. Steven Crowder posted it. I watched part of that. I saw part of it. I saw Tim Pool's take on it. It's about control without the ones being controlled, knowing they're being controlled. That's a good way to put it. Will be a class like no other. Yes. So for guys that don't know, a live tissue lab, basically the SEALs and 18 Delta, they do them with pigs or goats. And a lot of times they will start the class off and they'll cut the goat's leg off with a machete and they'll shoot the goat a couple times. And then they'll stun gun it or pepper spray it so that it's very combative. And you have to stave this animal. You have to get all the stats and fucking, clamp this fucking thing off and save the animal. And the pig is the animal that's closest to the human's anatomy. But I've seen them done on goats and sheep also. What model Solomons do I have on? Very, very squeaky ones. Speedcross 4s. I have when I find a shoe that I like, I buy like a dozen of them. There's a newer pair. Here's some S Labs right here. There's a couple pairs under there I saw earlier. There's a bunch of pairs here. These are just my dirty shoes here. But I have a closet full of Solomons. When I say that, I mean I literally have probably 100 pairs of Solomons. And I still have probably 80 that are brand new with the tags or in boxes. So when you find a pair of shoes that you really like, inevitably next year or next season, they'll be fucking purple or yellow. So when I find shoes that I very much like, I buy them and I buy in quantity. And these ones just happened to be kind of like my older ones. And then there's a new pair. And then there was a pair sitting on the stairs here. I don't know where it went. What's the 500 IV pouch look like size-wise? It's a little bigger than the 6x6 pouch. So I've got multicam, I've got Arid, I have Woodland, and then we just did black and we did multicam black. So it's, I want to say it's 7 inches tall, 6 inches across, and about 3.5 deep. You can put a 500 IV bag in here, plus some 500 milliliter IV bag. I so wish I could fit the Solomons, not wide enough for the duck. You know, they make a wide version. They do make a wide. Are you wearing Mike Lindell socks? I'm not. I didn't know he had socks. I'm probably wearing Smart Wool right now. Brandel Media. Coyote 500 IV pouches? No, but I'll make you some if you want some. We could make them tomorrow on video. You want to do that? We can shoot a video of making a 500 IV pouch. Headed to your store when we're done. I'm headed to your store when you're done with the podcast. Well, you won't get very far. Done with what? Done with what podcast? Tomorrow? Solomons are the best boots I've worn. I've got some big Solomons. I like the Asolos also. Pig anatomy, very close to human, well advanced, and nothing like. I don't know why your post cut off. Jay, who are you, Jay? What the 500 IV pouch looks like sideways. Did that answer your question? Squeak Cross Force. You can just like we can do like the father-son thing, right? I'll let you wear a pair of my shoes, and then I'll teach you how to make this pouch, and we can film it. Tell me about it. I bought size 2X slip-on rubber soles. I had a pair of Garment T8s. Chuck People, Rosie, yes, I will be in hopefully care class. 1,000 IV bags. Is Rosie on here? I didn't even see Rosie on here. I see now. Who is I see now? Who are you? Because I don't consider this a podcast, but we are doing an actual podcast recording tomorrow. Scully and I will be doing podcast tomorrow. Looks like I got the last Coyote tool roll. I have 2 stashed over here that might or might not be online. I don't know the answer to that. They have rubber bands around them. And usually what that is it had like a little stain from a drop of oil from the sewing machine. So we just put a little detergent on it and clean it. But they get set over here. I've got... Oh, those are wrench rolls right there. That's why. Those are wrench rolls. Tool roll-ups. Yeah, these are tool roll-ups right here. Charlene. Yeah, I don't know who you are. Anyways, the gates are locked. Do not fucking try to come through the gates here. They're like because the dogs will injure you. But we will be available tomorrow. Fits nice in a boot bag and 3,000 cc bags. You mean 3 1,000 bags? Are you wearing Mike Lindell socks? Hey y'all, did you hear Elon may be purchasing YouTube? So I saw that. I saw a video that was very fucking convincing that Elon did purchase YouTube. 30-minute video about it. I sent it to several people, and a buddy of mine said, "Yeah, it's not true." Well, I had said something. He said it's not true, and then I sent him the video. The video did look very fucking real, I would love for him to buy YouTube. And like I told my wife that, and she goes, "What does that mean?" And I go, "Well, it'd be good for us. I mean, if Elon bought YouTube, it would probably be to our benefit for our monetization and stuff." Alex Jones needs his account back on YouTube. Yeah, where is he right now? He's just on what's his hosting thing called? Don't say that. Leave the tool roll up pattern out till Friday. Looked convincing to me, and yeah, it did. It looked very real. Keens fall apart. I never liked the Keen. The toe box just looks fat. It looks like when I see people wearing Keens, I always they look like a little kid wearing shoes too big for them, and they're usually gum chewers. Like you can't stand and breathe the same air I breathe and chew gum. Like you can't. You're a grown fucking adult. I will leave the room. You and I will do no business. Like don't come here chewing gum. And that's usually people with Crocs and people that wear Keens. I just want Tesla stock to go up. Bitcoin's going up. Wouldn't Alphabet have to disclose a sale or something as big as YouTube? I would think so. I would think so. Not to mention, is Alphabet really going to let YouTube go up for sale? Alphabet, right? CIA, FBI, Alphabet. Who started Google? Who started YouTube? What's that think tank that makes all the fucking robots and shit? SOE jerky. We could do some jerky. I used to know a kid who wore size 13 shoes when he needed a 9. I mean, some families just didn't have money. I mean, that was the case growing up. I mean, you saw people wear hand-me-down clothes and stuff. I mean, maybe that's not the case with the kids you knew, but I mean, that was how things were. Found my bacon from Bacon Day last year. It was awesome. They are good, aren't they? I like Vask. Yeah, I've had some Vasks. DARPA. That's who I'm thinking of. DARPA. Old school get Doc Martens. You know, I've never owned Doc Martens. I've never wanted Doc Martens. Did you order that pair last night? I'm uploading Wrench Roll video now. Episode 10, Scully and John podcast. Pulling the thread, shower, and bed. Did you? Are you a poet and you didn't know it? Is that how you flow it? Did you just rhyme that on purpose? What time are you going to be here tomorrow? It's crazy that guys like Mr. Guns and Gear are getting suspended for simply showing threading on a silencer. So I was told, my guy Jeremy said Donut Operator. Now I went on Donut Operator's YouTube. I didn't see anything on there. And I looked on his Instagram. But Donut Operator said you're not going to be allowed to show, you're not going to be able to show any machine guns being fired on YouTube. And you're not going to be able to show any 30-round magazines on YouTube. And there was a few other things also. On his Twitter. There we go. There we go. 10:15-ish. YouTube can't show loading a firearm. I remember kids who had them let out of their pants and had to walk around with that line. I did. That was me, buddy. Yeah, mom would let the hem out so that I could get another inch or so out of pants. Yeah, I remember that. Here's the crazier thing about the Mr. Guns and Gear, right? We all talk about it. We all watch him. But we're all too fucking lazy to go over and Rumble and watch him. Because if we all watched Rumble instead of YouTube, all these guys would get their monetization. Like they would, if they had the numbers on the other platforms. But everybody's lazy, including me. Because it's too easy to watch YouTube. Because that's where I am all the time. But if we would all just go over to the other platforms, they wouldn't care. They wouldn't give a shit about YouTube. The lice checks, yeah, I remember lice checks. They're too big, still looking for kids 4. Elon should buy Google. Yeah, it'd be good. It'd be good for everybody, I think. Even if he is the Antichrist. At least the things he's doing seem to be in our favor. Just installed Rumble. I'm on Rumble, guys. You can find me on Rumble. I'm also on MeWe and Locals and Gitter and True Social. This cat. Hey! This cat is literally trying to eat this paper clip. Maybe that's what's wrong with him. Dr. Barry went to Mighty Networks. Yeah, I think that's what we were talking about doing with Mighty Networks. Just installed Rumble. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off of here. Long day tomorrow. It's been a long day today. Love how YouTube can load an ad no problem, but can't play my video. I have over 3,500 videos on YouTube, 3,500. But when I go to my YouTube, I can't find my videos. But YouTube will recommend my old videos to me all the time, but I can't find them anywhere on my fucking YouTube channel. You're on my contact on MeWe, right on. DP Works, right on. Drove to 7 stores in Cali, no eggs. Patrick, bro, get the fuck out of California. I have so many eggs. I have so many chickens. My freezers are full. We're going to plant a ton of shit this year. We're bringing in more row houses so we can put the chickens in the row houses over the winter. Look at that. That's just this week. And those are just the ones that weren't dirty. The dirty ones, I just feed to the dogs. Lucas from T-Rex had a funny video of him running a drill. Timer beeps, quickly changes his pistol brace to the buttstock and goes to work. Right on, right on. What's the name on Rumble? Oh, I'm sure it's SOE Tactical Gear. Trying house is not, I get it, man. Are they freeze-dried? What freeze-dried? The eggs? Those eggs aren't, but we freeze-dry a ton of shit. We're going to start selling freeze-dried chicken and eggs. Grandfather, back in the day, had so much eggs and TP, we would throw them at our foe. Jeremy, I saw that. I saw those memes. We really did, though, man. We were buying jumbo packs of toilet every fucking weekend. We were toilet paper in places. How many chickens you got? Probably about 300. I have so many chickens. Like my neighbor moved in next door, a couple properties over. I think he came from Nashville, prior service Marine. I think his wife was a Marine also. But he moved in, and I saw in the local group, he had a game camera, and people were like, oh, that's a bobcat. So I'm like, hey, are you having predation problems? Are you missing animals? But I'm like, hey, do you have enough eggs? He's like, well, we have 2 chickens, but they're not laying eggs yet. I'm like, dude, I can give you chickens. What do you want 20 chickens? How many eggs do you want to have every day? I'll give you, if you want 12 eggs a day, I'll give you 24 chickens. I have enough chickens, I can just give them to them. Hold my beer and watch this. My favorite t-shirt, especially playing billiards, right on. We're counting the days till we drive out of Cali. Yeah. Man, we came out of Cali right into Arizona and stopped in Arizona, literally like 10 feet from the border, walked in a gas station, bought fireworks, and launched the fireworks at the gas station. They'd have arrested you. They'd have fucking sent a SWAT team after you in California for that. Problem with Rumble is the platform doesn't recommend like YouTube and can't sync to TV. I don't know. I've never tried to watch anything on television from my stuff. YouTube, CrySpace over there. How many chickens? What's the name on Rumble? Stephen Peoples, thanks for being here, man. Long blonde hair, 110, 80 beauty girl. Let me see. Lucas from T-Rex. Hey guys, keep in mind, I see now is probably a dude. Maybe not, but I'm telling you, there's probably, you're going to get a surprise. You turd. Intentional, of course. Counting the days. All right, guys. Hey, we're going to have Self-Reliance Festival 5. We'll be here before you know it. March 25, 26, 2 days. The Friday before Saturday, Sunday, Friday, Refuge Medical will be doing a Stop the Bleed class. If we overbook that, we will run 2 classes. We have a ton of speakers already booked. We've got several bands already booked in. It's going to be big. It'll be a good time. We'll probably have about 700 people here. The thing with this is, everybody that comes here, for the most part, believes in the same things you believe in, and that is freedom and less government. How to do business, if they turn your banks off, if they turn your credit cards off, how to live a life where all this shit they're doing does not affect you. And that's what does the conversations and the lectures and the demonstrations that happen. So selfreliancefestival.com is where you get tickets. It will happen here on my property, and it'll be a good time. If anybody on here been to one of them, did you have a good time? See you there. Booking flights next couple days. Right on. John Witherspoon. Best thing coming out of California is every road heading east. Are tickets available? They are available. They are. Got 2 IBCs today. Going to try to get some fish going. Nice, nice. We're supposed to be getting we're supposed to be getting 50 IBC toads. What is Big Sandy like? Big Sandy's, it's a small, windy road from here. It's very, very small. They have like, Court Square has like some gas stations that are kind of convenience stores. They're trying to, I would say revitalize, but they're trying to vitalize it. You're going to come into Camden to go to Walmart. Or you're going to drive to Paris. You can, depending where you are in Big Sandy, you can drive the other direction and be in Paris. And it's a lot like here, man. It's more spread out. There's a barge we take across. You know, you put cars, trucks, razors on it and go across. There's a lot of property out there that's dirt roads and stuff. It's cool. It's cool. There are some big properties out there for sale. Camping, yeah, we'll have camping here on the property, Amy. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I see now. How did you hear about, how did you find SOE? How did you find us? How did you get here? So, guys, we do this every night around 9 o'clock. Join in. We put videos up we put videos up every day on YouTube. On Instagram and TikTok, I put more short form content, more morning motivational videos. You can see those. I put one up this morning at 4:15. Join us if you like what I'm saying. Stick around. I promise you, I will say something you don't like, but at the end of the day, you will have no question in your mind as to what I thought about what I was talking about. I line in the sand brought me here. FTNW. I don't know what that is. Fuck the New World Order. Stay safe. Let's go, Brandon. All right, guys. I'm out of here. Probably following Simon that suggested you know I'm not affiliated with any government agency. All right.